Now this video, I'm going to show you something completely different than what I normally do. And this is a way to pass messages. Now what I'm going to show you is an example of a book cipher, also known as an Ottendorf cipher. I was reminded of this because of watching the TV show Colony. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Not The Colony, it's Colony. It's about invasion of the United States and people forming a resistance to fight back. Also people joining in collaboration and people just trying to survive. In season 1, you have them using a book cipher or Ottendorf cipher in the resistance to pass information. Now how this works, everyone in that cell has to have the exact same book, the exact same edition. Okay? So if everyone has second edition, or you have second edition, everyone else has to have second edition of that exact same book. Why? Because there are minor changes even in the same books between editions. Now, I will point out that I know from during the War on Terrorism, when we were told about this stuff, before going overseas in case we encountered this, all common books and popular books are already in the computer deciphering programs employed by the CIA, the NSA, and the other agencies. And I've heard they have every book that was ever written by Tom Clancy is in there, the Holy Bible is in there, and you can guarantee popular books like the Harry Potter series is in there also. So you're going to need a book that you people can get relatively easily, but isn't as well known, isn't as popular. But it would be a book that would not draw attention when the counterinsurgent would come through, check that home, check that apartment, or you're in the field, they're going through your rucksack and they find a book in there. How do they know that that book is your cipher and isn't just something that you were reading in the field? So these types of things are out. Something like this, just a general book I picked up at a library book sale. Something like this would work. Something that wouldn't draw too much attention, wouldn't draw too many questions when that counterinsurgent goes through your stuff. And I should mention, when you get the books, try to get them all in one batch, or have your people go to one particular store and everybody gets that copy, like one right after another, spread out over a few hours, and pay in cash so that there is no electronic trail that can be followed. So they can't come in and say, hey, we want all the purchase records of this type of book from this store. Well, you want the counterinsurgent to get a report from the seller saying, well, a lot of people paid in cash. We don't know who they are. We didn't see any identifying features and so on and so forth. They were just blended into the crowd. Now, there's two different ways of doing this cipher. There's the main way and the alternate way. And I got a couple written up here. Now, the main way, the primary way, is everyone has to get their information off the same page in that book. And then the first thing you will get is the line on that page, the word, and then the letter in that word. So it's a series of 3 numbers. To really mess up the counterinsurgent, all of these will be pushed together, no spacing. So it's just a continuous line of numbers. to make it that more difficult in case they encountered a message. So, how do we know which page it is? There's one way you can go that I thought of. You can still start out your stuff with a series. So we could have a book number and chapter number and then page number as the first three that are in there. The counterinsurgent isn't going to know which one is book 12. And you don't want it to be book 12 in a series, okay? It would be, say, book 3 from some other series, or, you know, a standalone. Another option is that it can be based off the date. So without putting this series of numbers in front, you all have the same book. Well, today is the 12th month. What is the day of the month? Today is the 10th. So you're going to go off of page 10 to find all your numbers. And there would have to be some type of indication in the beginning as to what it is. So who knows, maybe you'll put, say, a 10 in front by itself, which will give you the page number, and then it also throws them off when they're trying to get the letters. You know that the first two numbers are the page. They don't. They look at it as, okay, the first letter is going to be on line 10, word 2, 6th letter. Really throw them off. So, we'll go in here. I got it, chapter 1, page 10. So it's in here. So we'll ignore this for right now. We're looking for the second line, 6th word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the first letter is a G. Next series, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. So first line, second word, third letter, which is an O. Next up, fifth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third word, 1, 2, 3. Second letter, which is an O. Sixth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First word, fourth letter, a D. Sixth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fourth word, 1, 2, 3, 4. First letter, L. 17th line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Fourth word, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second letter, a U. Then we're back to line 1. Eighth word, first letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First letter, a C. Fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth letter, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a K. So then you look at it, you get your strings of letters, and you try putting together words. Now, you could have a little code that you do. Say we get a space here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We could say it's a 16th line. Second word, second letter. Well, there's only one word in that line. So then we would know that is a break. Try not to use the same numbers over and over. That allows the insurgent to decipher the message easier. You want them to have just a string of what looks like incomprehensible numbers and letters. You can't really figure it out. So in our message up here, we would put this in between here. Or we have all the stuff in here. We go through and we try putting together words on our own. Well, we look at this. Well, it doesn't make sense to go to good L, so there would be a break there. Our message is good luck. Now, the alternate method. In the alternate method, you would still have your book code and that stuff. So our 12 in front telling us which book it is. And then the first number, or first two numbers, is the page. Then it is the line. Then it is the word. So we go off of here. We know it's this book because that's book 12. 45. So we go to page 45. We're on page 45. 26th line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Fifth word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is go. Next one, page 22. Line 10, word 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First word, 2. Then page 32. Line 2, word 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The. Then page 33, line 12, word 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Message is, go to the Ozarks. Now remember to keep your same numbering. So if you are, on page 9, it would be 09. And then if it's line, say, 8, it has to be 08. If it is the second word, it has to be 02. Because you have to have 2 digits for each one. Because if you just do it as 9, 8, 2, well, if we're looking at that, we could think it's page 98, page 98, line 20 something, and then the word is the next 2 numbers. So everything should be 2 numbers to make it easier. So that means when you're looking for information, you're primarily looking from pages 1 through 99. If you do any changes on that, like it's going to be in 100s or 200s, 300s, 400s or something like that, maybe you can come up with some way to change that initial identifier to let that person know that, hey, it's not page 9, it's page 109. Get the idea? Modify this type of thing in your group. Go through and plan it. How you do something like this is first you go through, the person that's sending the message writes out the message, keeping it as brief as possible and as simple as possible. Then he goes through, grabs whatever book is supposed to be used at that time, or he's decided to use, or she's decided to use, and then she finds that information inside that book, either on that page in the primary method, or find that word with the alternate method. Clear as mud? It's not that difficult. It's actually pretty easy to do, and like I said, there's variations you can do on it, ones that you come up with that the cryptologist, the person who's supposed to decipher this information when it's captured by the insurgent, may not think up. And remember, change things up. If you are going off of pages, specific pages, change the page. So let's say, 30 days in the first month. So in that, the first 30 pages or 31 pages at the beginning of the book, the next month, well, now we're up to 101, 102, so on and so forth through 131. And then the next month, 200, and so on and so forth. Do not reuse the same page over again unless you absolutely have to. Do not use the same code longer than 24 hours. Because once the code breaker breaks it, they're going to go through and use that as a basis on other messages they have. You want them to keep guessing. There you go. Just find some books. A bookstore is the best place to go, obviously, because you can get multiples of the same book, same edition, and double check each book that they are the same edition before you purchase them. Pay in cash. If someone's asking why you're getting 4 copies or 6 copies of a particular book, you're part of a book club. And just remember, that's your cover story when you come in to get other books for your book club. And everybody donates money so you can purchase books. That's why you keep paying in cash. Now, for all my engineer brothers in the Patriot Militia movements, always remember, essayons.